Gotcha.
Can you hear me? There we go. Yeah.
Can hear you. Yeah, can you hear me? Can't see you.
Sorry.
Wow, what a banger.
It's really hard to stay on the headphones.
What a banger.
A few moments later.
Fucking stops
Just flow.
right in the middle of the fucking way, and they have a stroller or a goddamn old person driving a fucking cart, okay? So it's like, pull on the fucking side! Okay, we're trying to go too! God fucking it!
This is Tailgate Talk. Grab yourself a nice cold relight and a chili dog while you're at it too, because this is your spot for sports talk and entertainment, hosted by DB Cooper and IddyBiddy Ute, and produced by J-Rock.
Wi-Fi's rough, but we're ready to go. Let's get this tailgate started right now.
Welcome on into Tailgate Talk podcast, where the Disney World churros are piping, and the iced latte coffees are icy.
How we doing?
Hey, what's going on?
Dude, look at this.
It's been a minute since I've seen you. Where you been?
Well, I look surprised the whole time.
So,
Yeah, took a little trip to
yeah, so
Disney World, bro. We back now. It was a good time, you know. We took we went 4 days, visited every park. I have a new favorite ride of all time, and there's nothing.
Okay. Of all time,
Yeah,
so
or any
of
other theme
either
park I've ever
Disney
been
World
to.
or Disneyland. Doesn't matter.
Is and it's the
Oh,
Grand
not just
Canyon
Disney's.
Gap. It's
Okay,
not even close.
continue.
Yes, but it is that Guardians ride in Epcot. It is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Is it? What? Wait, so like isn't the Guardians ride in Disneyland?
Yeah, so there's like
the one that drops you, like the Tower of Terror, old one. But
I actually don't know
explain
the
this
official
one. I don't
name
know
of
this
it. I
one.
should probably get that. It changes songs, so it plays like 7 old school songs that kind of goes with the theme of Guardians. Cosmic Rewind, Guardians of the Galaxy, Cosmic Rewind. It's a roller coaster. It's inside like Space Mountain. It's dark. Feels like you're in space, and it's just electric. I don't want to give too much away because I don't want to spoil anything for you if you ever go to Epcot and try it. But essentially, you're on a roller coaster and your cart is turning while the roller coaster's going, and it's incredible.
I like
Yeah.
that. And you're jamming out to music at the same time.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's a good time. And you mentioned inside and dark. So
Oh yeah, it
it's-
was 92.
I mean, how was the weather?
70%
Was it super hot?
humidity, and
I bet a dark
it hit.
inside ride at that
it hit
time.
so that's probably why it hit
Just
so
hit like
hard.
crack.
Was that, and that's why Pirates is the best too. Yeah,
Hey, I was just gonna say, that is one of the things that I do
No.
give Pirates. I do always give a point to Pirates. That's my favorite ride of all time, and half of it is due to you get to cool off. It's dark, it's inside. You feel a little splash of the water, but you're not getting wet. It'll be hard for anything to ever top Pirates for me, but hope to experience Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. I hope I get to experience that someday. Is it
at
new?
least a year or two old, maybe longer than that. But and then Animal Kingdom and Epcot were kind of like the frowned upon parks, but they bang, dude. They got good food. They got good rides now. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like it's a little bit less crowded because everyone's going to Magic Kingdom or Hollywood Studios, and yeah, it's good shit, dude. Yeah.
I like that. I like that. What's your
man.
So what's your favorite park? I don't know all parks.
I mean, if you're with kids, it's Magic Kingdom. But if I'm like doing adults, like we're going as friends, Epcot and Animal Kingdom. Oh, for sure, dude.
If we go as friends, can you wear that hat?
For sure.
No, that's wonderful. A 5.5 minute breakdown of Disney World. That
May I say something else too?
They did need
okay.
that. And
I feel like I was there for the
please.
food and the vibes. You know, I chafed a new butthole on Monday. It was horrific. I've never experienced chafing like this. I've chafed a little, but like this is crazy. So now I am in the baby powder game. Shout out Flashback. He gave me the tip. I got in there, dude. It's just baby powder the whole time. And it saved me the rest of the day. Because this was the first day. I chafed the new butthole. And I thought I was toast.
Wow.
So that's not the point where I was going anyways. People just have no self-awareness, okay? You're walking, there's a flow of traffic, right?
Yeah.
You're just trying to flow, and then all of a sudden someone just fucking stops.
Just flow.
Right in the middle of the fucking way, and they have a stroller or a old person driving a fucking cart, okay? So it's like, pull on the fucking side! Okay, we're trying to go too! God fucking it!
I think the beauty of that is I know you, and I know that you didn't react like that in real time out loud because you are a man of honor. You would never yell at an old person. Get the fuck away! Just exactly what you just did. But I do know you, and I do know inside. You're inside. Your voice is inside your head. We're doing that exact thing. You just
it felt good to get out
right there. That was
I needed that out.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I bet. No, that's what this is for. It's therapy session, if anything. Get everything out. I had a similar thing of just like zero self-awareness. I'll get into it. It does go with we're having a Drizzy Drake summer. OVO's back. Does go in line with that. Iceman. I do want to we'll break it down a little bit. I know people aren't tuning in for 5 minutes of Disney World and then another 5 minutes of Jersey Drake, but I'll hit it on the back end. But before I do, I just want to give 3 of my best songs on Iceman really quick. 1, Shebang. 2, Janice STFU. And 3, Whisper My Name really quick. Have you had a chance to
I did listen to Shebang. You said that to me. And it slaps. But I can't give you a top 3 yet. So
slaps.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine. Well, I have another thing on that, and again, it just goes to like a lack of self-awareness. But before we get to that, I wanted to go over to the Chuck. Finished the first baseball season at the Chuck this weekend. Cal Miller ended his freshman season breaking a freshman record for on base games reached. On base safely streak. So either 26 or 27 games he reached on base safely. New freshman record for the University of Utah. We were predicted to take last. Finished ninth. Kind of felt like a little bit of a disappointment, but like there's 14. Wait, no. There's 12. No. Okay. There's 14 Big 12 baseball teams. We were picked to take 14th.
Yeah.
We finished 9th. It's a pretty good year. We went 16-8 at the Chuck. That's a 2-to-1 ratio. You can't tell me there isn't a little home field advantage at the Chuck. Overall successful season. I'm excited to see what the transfer portal's like, either outgoing and incoming. Talk to some people. They have no idea what's going on with Cal.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be excited to see. I was talking to somebody really close to Cal at the game on Friday night, and he was like, "I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea what the NIL looks like. Nothing." This guy's like really, 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 really close. Not quite the balls that produced Cal, but like close. And he's like, "I have no idea, like what it is, like what's going on in the NIL world. And I had just read an article that Louisville has a stud sophomore guy, and their coach came out and said, I'll show you his DMs. He's got 25 schools that are saying, come here for a blank check, essentially. I didn't think the baseball world was like that. If it is like that, and they're handing out blank checks, and one of those goes to one of our boys, I can't be mad. I'll be disappointed, but I can't be mad at that.
Especially because, like,
be interesting to see
it's got to be nothing here at Utah. I mean, a couple thousand, a couple 20K, maybe 40K. I could be, I could be way off.
Yeah, I have no idea what it is. I think we're competitive for our conference. But if that's competitive nationwide, I have no idea. I have no idea what the NIL looks like. I know they get some. You don't build a $38 million baseball stadium and not invest a little bit in the players.
Yeah, if he comes back,
I think they got some.
Luke Jacobs, some of our core, it would be good next year. It'd be all right.
Yeah, if we retained everyone, for those that like didn't keep up too much on baseball, if we retained everyone, all the young guys, we would really just have to add a couple more arms, and we could be top half of the Big 12 easy. Like our bats are
pitching.
Our bats are not the issue. Yep. It's the throwing and the pitching, but that's everyone's issue. So, but I'm not saying we need Pittsburgh Pirates 2026 type of rotation, but like a little bit more
especially
would
closer.
Be welcomed. But that kind of yeah. Which I don't know what those are like in the college game. I don't know if many teams have like designated closers, but just that bullpen, somebody you could count on to close out the final 3 innings of the game would be great. Yeah, that kind of closes the chapter on the first season of the Chuck. Any takeaways? Anything you want to add there?
Excited for next year already. I did see there was like some kind of a season ticket event tomorrow night there. Just through our season tickets, but I haven't seen anything on like social media or anything about it. So
interesting.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. If you're a season ticket holder, by the time this comes out, it might have already happened. We don't know. But yeah, no. I think next year I'm gonna focus on winning series with my attendance instead of trying to sweep series. And I do want to sweep some series, get there for all 3 games, and sweep some series. But I think I'm mostly going to focus on just winning the series, get it there for 2 out of the 3. Occasionally, probably have to lose a series and only get there once. And I just never want to get swept.
I like that.
I want to show up there at least once.
Yeah.
I think that's the mindset I'm going to go.
Well, we went into it when we bought the tickets. Like, let's just go to one a series, and you end up going to almost every single game. So,
I almost had it. Our boy Spencer, got to give a shout out to our boy Spencer. He was there for he missed like
Chosen
3 games.
Too.
It was the Grand Canyon series that he missed. But also Spencer, he was there when the gates opened for every game he went to, which was all
good
but
for
3.
him, dude.
That's insane. Like, that's insane. Over an hour early. Shout out Chosen. He was there a ton. Tara. So it was good crew. Braids. Roger Hall.
We had other fans showing up to the Chuck. That's sick.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, a couple good things. Anything else?
No, I looked it up. It says thank you event at 6 p.m.
Well, with the turning of the page, the closing of the baseball season, essentially, be sick if we went on a magical run, won the Big 12 tournament, and we're like 2 weeks still talking baseball. But as far as we can tell, realistically, that's the closing of the baseball season. I think it's time to turn over to football mostly. Lots of football talk. Are you getting? Are the boys getting excited? Or you kind of,
especially with like the draft that just happened, and like the free agency in NFL. It's kind of just kicking off just football in general for me. But yeah, spring ball, seeing the boys work out, seeing we have like 172 weapons on offense we can use. Like, and I think that's an understatement too, dude. Like, our wide receiver room is probably the best we've ever seen. I think so. I mean,
yeah. I mean, at the very least, it's the best since like Drez Anderson, Kenneth Scott, right? Like I'm expecting it to be better than that crew, but like at the very least, that's
I did say that about our
really
running back room a couple years ago when we had like it was like Tavion, Mekhi Bedard, Glover, and Curry, who never stayed healthy.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, we have the best running back room in the nation, and people were saying that. Even Florida fans were saying that. And then that whole year happened, and anyways.
Yeah. I'm excited about our receivers, though. Did you see that they went down to Arizona with
picks of that? I didn't read too much about it, but
pretty sick. I didn't read anything about it either. Last year, I saw off-season workouts by Dampier in Arizona. He's got a quarterback coach down there, and he was making some throws last year where I was like, okay, that 12-12 TD INT ratio doesn't matter when you see these throws. Again, this year, I didn't see as many highlights of Damp this year, but like him taking the whole, I think either the whole or the majority of the wide receiver crew down there. I mean, I'm sure they paid for their own way, whatever, but like, I wonder if that's a part of like the NIL, you know, like using it a little bit, like get the boys out. Let's go train on our own, but together. Like you couldn't do that in 2008, you know, like Brian Johnson couldn't have gotten the boys together out of state. He wasn't
getting Freddie down there
and trained like that,
paying for his flight.
It's insane.
They couldn't even go out to McDonald's for that stuff. So,
who's the receiver you're most excited for this year?
Oh, I don't want to take away your guy, but I think Scary Larry is going to have a breakout year. But I also think Pagan is going to have a good year, especially because we're going to have to. I feel like we've been relying on the tight ends, and I think it's going to flip this year. We're going to be a little more reliant on the receivers.
Kind of break my heart if we go. I don't want us to go completely away from tight ends. We went so long of our history of never utilizing the tight ends. Then the team down south, that's like they're known for Dennis Pitta, King George. That was like the tail end of their tight end days.
Right.
And it was always like, why can't we use tight ends? And then we started using tight ends.
It's been so nice.
It's been a great thing for us.
We won 2 conference championships doing it, so yeah. Some of the best athletes we've seen: Kincaid, Keithy, Cole Fotheringham's like he was like serviceable in those rooms, but like for our history, he's like probably on the Mount Rushmore of Utah tight ends. Not again. I just said it's not necessarily our most known position group over the course of the history, so it's not the deepest, but who's your 4B?
He's up there. Shoot,
Jake Heaps.
What's his name? Jake Murphy. Is it Jake Murphy? Let me double check that. Is it Jake Murphy?
Yeah.
Dale Murphy's son.
Charlie Murphy.
He left. I think he left as a junior, and he should come back as a senior, and went undrafted, I believe, if I'm remembering again.
Yeah.
Reminder: I wasn't here. I was out of. We were focusing on other things. So if anyone's out there like these guys aren't real fans, well, there's a 2-year history. There's a 2-year period in Utah football history where I tend to forget some things because guess what? I wasn't here.
Son of Dale Murphy.
Jake Murphy. That's got to be. He's probably 3. It's probably, or am I forgetting somebody? Kincaid 1, Keithy 2, Jake Murphy 3.
I know.
I mean Bentley.
Hell, you could put Yasmin up there just for that Pac-12 championship run.
Yeah, I would still go Cole Fotheringham above both Yaz and Bentley. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody like important the last couple of years, but maybe not.
Dude, hell, I'd put
Caleb Lohner.
for me, I'd put the Rhino up there.
Yeah, that would if we got into it, that would ensue a debate for me of
Well,
tight end or fullback.
sick.
Dude, it was so sick, bro.
Yeah.
Dude was so sick. I would love another one of those. Which I guess you kind of have it.
He might be on the list real soon, dude.
Dude, you know what I was thinking about? He really might.
Yeah.
He's listed as a tight end. He might be on the Mount Rushmore.
300-pound tight end
of the year. Could you imagine?
Jeez.
Yeah, 300, but he looks 400. That's the thing. A big.
Are you nervous he's going to be fumbling a lot? He's going to be trying to be trucking people and
Semi? I can't say I'm nervous about it just because I don't think we're going to be feeding him the ball 20 times.
But he's got to catch the ball out probably a couple targets a game, right?
Like, he can get. I'd assume, but he only had like 4 last year all together. So like, how much can it realistically jump?
Yeah.
But it'll be electric every time he does touch the ball. I got asked for super early 2026 season predictions this year, win-loss. We'll be going through these. I mean, we're going to be given a lot of predictions as we go. I didn't break down game by game. I think it's too early to break down game by game. And I don't know what other teams look like. I roughly know our schedule. I don't even have our schedule memorized yet. So when I was asked, I was saying 10-2. That's what popped in my head first, 10-2. And then I thought, I think we lose one game just due to inexperience. As far as coaching, the turnover, as much as I'm a Morgan Scalley believer, this doesn't mean I'm not a Morgan Scalley believer, but the turnover of coaching altogether, I think realistically probably cost us one we shouldn't lose.
Okay.
So I'm sitting 9-3 right now. All that to say, I'm sitting 9-3. I think there's one home game that I'm not going to say, and then I think the other 2 come on the road. I think that's where the inexperience comes.
Vegas has his favorite in every game.
Every game? Do you like that? What's your way too early
I was sitting
season?
at 10-2.
By the way,
kind of thinking like if we're favored to go 12-0 and then we drop to somewhere, probably a road game and one home game, that we're probably thinking the same thing. So, yeah.
Do you think 10-2 wins?
10-2 gets us out of the playoffs, out of the championship, I think.
No.
Yeah.
That's brutal. That's so brutal. Another thing that, like when we're talking season predictions, it's always going to get brought up replacing the offensive line, and obviously the first rounders. I'd like to go back and rewatch the bowl game. I saw highlights this morning, and I was like, I don't remember. I mean, we didn't have our first rounders in that game, and I don't think Kump played either, if I'm remembering correctly. Anyways, it's not the offensive line we're gonna have game 1 this year, but like the point for me is Devin Dampier in that experience, and now Bert Ficklin in that experience can overcome and overshadow any inexperienced offensive line that we have. And I think it'll, like, I don't think our offensive line will be better, but I think our offensive line will be like more forgotten.
Plus experienced running back and experienced receivers. So
it's a good year to be replacing 2 first-round offensive linemen for sure. Like, there's no debate about that. It would be scary. Could you imagine if we were doing that, replacing those guys, and like Isaac Wilson was the projected starter?
Glover is RB1.
I'd be terrified. Someone that can't move around in the pocket, I'd be terrified.
Yeah,
I'd be terrified.
Yeah. All I know is we have 3 quarterbacks that could play at one time with Gap, Nate Johnson, and Bird. and we could do some kind of crazy jet sweep pass. I don't know. I mean, you got to think it's in the cards, right? Like,
gotta think at some point we see something. Here's the thing: if we in 2024 at home against BYU did a double pass with a receiver that hadn't seen the field all year throwing the ball, and Alford, well, he had seen the field, but he hadn't seen the ball all year. If we can whip that out and throwing across the field too, it wasn't like an easy double pass. It was like an across the field double pass. Here's the thing: the point is, if we can see that in that game in that year, chances that we can see anything.
Speed option,
jet sweep, double pass, speed option, Utah pass,
jet sweep.
I mean, it's always on the table.
Speed option, so he pitches it. Nate Johnson.
So you're sweeping with Nate Johnson,
pitches it to Bird.
Okay, and then Nate
and Damp is streaking on the other side of the field, and Bird hits Damp. I'm gonna call that right now. That's the play. Little three quarterback combo.
I like that. Hey, if you're listening to this and maybe you're somebody that might be talking to Morgan Scally soon, maybe clip this and send it as an idea to Morgan Scally.
Yeah, because we're better than the coaches. We see it better.
Hey, I don't know if anyone's... Yeah, well, and maybe they just haven't thought of that. Maybe they haven't thought of that play. Yeah, and then one of our listeners, I don't know who. I don't know if we have any listeners that are talking to Morgan Scally, but by chance we do have a listener talking to Morgan Scally. Clip it, send it to him. Maybe Morgan goes,
call it the IddyBiddy.
I do like that.
Yeah, jet sweep.
The IddyBiddy. That'd be so sick. Could you imagine, bro? So like it was kind of sick this year to get the Utah baseball admin to do the nicknames. 1-800 Cam Gurney was the highlight. Probably my favorite. Might be my favorite nickname of all time that I've had the honor to give out. Anyways, that was sick. Could you imagine having a play call named after you?
Hey, we're gonna Tailgate talk on three. Ready?
Oh my gosh, it'd be so nasty. I mean, I'm having.
I'm just actually sipping on.
You can do whatever you want.
Some Redmond Relight right now.
Dude, I forgot the Redmond Relight upstairs, and I'm so thirsty. What flavor you got? That sounded so good. It really did.
Oh, that's good.
The gulp
I got
sounded so
pina
good.
colada. Yeah, I got the scoop. Yeah, we took the mango travel ones, like the packets that we have. Took that to Disney. Absolutely came in clutch. So, yeah.
Oh, so nice. If you need Redmond Relight to come in clutch for you, go to redmond.live and at checkout you can use promo code Tailgate20 and get 20% off. If you don't know that, this stuff really does bang. Hey, here's the thing about both of us. I would never bullshit anyone on a product and say it's amazing if I didn't like it myself. Redmond Relight is that product. It's unbelievable. The first time you have it, here's what I tell everyone. The first time you have it, it might take you back just a little bit. You might take one little step back. Go, man, that salt kind of hits a little different.
Yeah.
So it's different. It's different the first time. I will say this. I tell everyone this. The instructions say like a 12-ounce bottle. Do like a 24-ounce plus amount of water. Do double the water. Do the packet. Do the scoop. Whatever it is. Whatever they call for. And try it that way. And then don't just try it once. Try it a second time. Because it's one of those drinks, one of those flavors that every time you taste it, it gets better and better and better and better and better. And then the kind of harshness and the weirdness that you're not used to tasting in a drink goes away pretty quick.
Yeah, it's like
and soon you can't even taste it. You're probably pounding those pina coladas like you're poolside and just enjoying it, right? Like you probably have to cut yourself off.
I was having 2 a day. I was like waking up. I was like, well, I want to be hydrated, at Disney. And I got home and I was like, what better way to rehydrate?
It's so good.
Oh, absolutely.
And I bet
Yeah.
you felt better in the morning.
That. Anyways. Yeah. Yeah.
The chafing bubble, not from Relight. But go to Redmond.live at checkout. Use promo code Tailgate 20% off your first order. That's important. Your first order. Steven Sales did not get multiple orders. Our first order. Your first order, 20% off. So make it your biggest order. Go in there, $2,000, $5,000, $10,000 worth of product. Get 20% off. Tailgate 20 at checkout. Promo code. I asked this week, realistically, how high could Devin Dampier go on the all-time Utah football quarterback list? Here's the thing with a question like that. It's pretty broad, right? What are we looking at exactly? I like to have people just take it however they want, whether it's personal accolades, stats, wins, whatever it is. Just work with it. So with that, can I ask you that question? How high can Devin Dampier get on the all-time list this year?
Yeah, it's Alex, Brian
4.
Johnson, Cam, and I think that 4th spot is that's perfect for the Mount Rushmore talk, right? That fourth head. A lot of people say Huntley. A lot of people say Scott Mitchell.
Well, you're going to get Scott Mitchell a lot.
Yeah.
Like, that's going to be the number one thing that people fire back. That's the name. That's like it.
Yeah.
Doesn't quite cross over generations. I think the younger crowd is less impressed, but if you were there, I think you were blown away by it. So that's always that name's always.
And then you have people like Travis Wilson who, did a lot for us. So I don't know. I think he get 4.
Yeah.
He's got to win something though.
So I asked that. Yeah. That was the general consensus on the replies that I got was like maxed out at 4. Now, I think if we go on a run and win the national championship.
2. Yeah, 2.
At the very least, 2. When I asked the question, I paused at the 1. I was going to say 1, but I looked up. I did just go up and look up the stats of our kind of the quarterbacks that you mentioned, and Alex.
He was so good.
So damn good.
Yeah.
Even in the stats. It was so good, bro. It's not really close, but there's a couple things that like caught me, not necessarily off guard, but a little bit by surprise. One thing is I'm so glad. How many times have you not had to talk about TD to INT ratio this year compared to last?
Yeah.
Like 1,000 times less, right? So nice. You don't have to mention that because last year, for those that forgot, Dampier threw 24 touchdowns and had 5 INTs. Mm-hmm. So we don't have a 1-to-1 ratio anymore. Pretty good year. 24, pretty much 2,500 throwing yards. Like I said, 24 touchdowns in the air and 5 interceptions. And then rushing. This is Dampier. He had 835 rushing yards and 10 touchdowns on the ground. So 34 total touchdowns. Not bad. Over a 4-year span. This is the one I wanted to look up.
Okay.
Brian Johnson, our boy, BJ. Everyone's pretty much consensus number 2 quarterback on the Mount Rushmore. He had 13 more rushing yards over a 4-year span than Damp had in 1 year. Over a 4-year career, Brian Johnson had 848 rushing yards. Last year, Damp had 835.
I feel like Brian, he moved a lot. I feel like he was kind of like he was a true passer, but like...
I just don't think, like, when you... I think if we went back and rewatched, maybe it felt like that.
Yeah.
Maybe he was rolling out a lot, but he just did not have the rushing stats. He accounted for 12 total rushing touchdowns in his 4-year career. Again, that's 2 less rushing touchdowns than Damp had all last year. And then you got to account for how much of a talent gap with the opposition are we accounting for? Because until Alabama in the Sugar Bowl, I can confidently say Brian Johnson didn't play a team as good as last year's Texas Tech team. And I don't think he played in an atmosphere as tough as last year's LaVell Edwards. So then, like, you got to go like that, like that deep. Like, I don't know. That's where this question it gets muddy. And then we're comparing a 4-year career to a guy that's going to be here 2 years and has only played 1. So that gets tough. Do you count for all 4 years, or like, because that was the other thing that I was at is. Damp. So this was his junior year. And then Brian Johnson's junior year was his worst year. He played in 11 games, 1,800. He didn't break 2,000 yards in his junior year. Had 11 touchdowns and 10 INTs. I remember I think he got hurt that year.
Yeah.
If I'm remembering correctly. But people wanted his job. They wanted him out of there. Again, 11 touchdowns, 10 INTs his junior year. If Damp had that junior year stat line, we wouldn't even be asking anything about his all-time.
No. Plus, we were playing
where he lands all-time.
Sisters of the Poor of the Mountain West back then, so yeah.
Right. Yeah, and then you take into that account. But also, so like that's where I give like Cam Rising a little bit more credit. Like the quarterbacks and defenses he was going up against were better than any other schedule that any of our quarterbacks have ever played against. So like he gets credit in that aspect for me. But then I also go back to with comparing Dampier and Brian Johnson. I don't know how much of a difference outside of the two that I mentioned. I don't know how much of a difference there is of West Virginia last year to Air Force Mountain West days. Genuinely, like I don't. Yeah. Is the skill difference that much different? I don't know. I can confidently say it was for the Pac-12 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Now I don't know. Outside of a couple
I don't know. I think. Would you say Oregon would be talking about Bo Nix being on their top 5, top 4? He was only there 2 years. So
I think so. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know their quarterback history enough.
I think he'd have to be.
I think you'd at least be in the discussion for top 4. Yeah. And like, that's the fun debate of college sports to me is like it's never ending because you're comparing 4 years, 2 years, 1 year. Like there's all sorts of different careers that people take.
Yeah.
I just don't know if you take like, if by the end of this year and Damp has played 2 years at Utah, do you take his 2 years at Utah and compare it against Brian Johnson's best 2 years? Or do you compare it against his junior and senior year? Because if you compare it against his junior and senior year and Damp wins the Big 12 and maybe wins a bowl game, he's over Brian Johnson, in my opinion. But if you compare his 2 best years, which was his sophomore and senior year. His sophomore year, he threw for almost 3,000 yards, 18 touchdowns, 7 picks. That's in 10 games. So he had a hell of a career. He was almost throwing for 300 yards passing a game his sophomore year. So if you compare those 2 years, I don't know if Damp can reach that without maybe 2 playoff wins.
Yeah.
I think BJ's. It's no disrespect to BJ, but I do think like his overall standing gets a little inflated by his final game.
He ripped them up that game, dude. He ripped them up. Yeah,
he did, and he deserved it.
And besides that, it's probably the 2-minute drill with against TCU. They're probably Oregon State.
Yeah, and Oregon State. Those are the 3. Those are like the 3 games that like were his. Definitely the TCU one.
Yeah.
That one was electric. They were all electric. God, that season was so electric. I can't believe that was Glass's freshman year.
In a bus during that.
Indoctrinated that year. Crazy. Be life-changing. Brett McMurphy. Utah's Morgan Scalley on Kyle Whittingham.
Whoa. What we got?
This is live.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to read it. So this was just retweeted by Brett McMurphy, a top college football dude on Twitter. He said Utah's Morgan Scalley on Kyle Whittingham leaving for Michigan and leaning on Utah's connections. So this is Morgan Scalley's quote. Did I know he would go to Michigan? No. Did I feel he could coach somewhere? 100%. He's a good coach. And if I'm in Kyle's shoes, he's got to do what he feels is best for Michigan. So, of course, he's going to lean on his contacts. He's going to lean on what he knows. He knew our players, he knew our coaches, and he knows the recruiting environment here in Utah. That is just him trying to do what's best for Michigan. I can't sit here and fault him.
Yeah.
It's a weird timing for that quote to come out, but
Interesting. BYU had something like that too a couple days ago.
Oh, that was a live
talking
reading.
about the Penn State gig. Did you see that?
oh yeah, I did briefly.
Yeah.
Essentially, he said it was like an overnight
It pretty
decision.
much sounded like
which,
when people started finding out about it, it's what turned them off, which is kind of interesting. Because
yeah,
I don't
see
know.
that.
I don't know if that would play a role for me. People found out I was debating a big time coaching job. Who cares? I don't know.
I think if I were to hypothesize here, I think the concern would definitely be like if it gets leaked and you know it's not getting leaked from your current job at BYU,
Okay.
it's getting leaked from Penn State. And if it's getting leaked from Penn State, it's getting leaked from the athletic director that you met with. Assuming no one else saw you on campus or anything. But then it's like, how many people are in the athletic director's ears? Does he have some snakes in the grass that get information out that he doesn't want out? Because if it mattered to Kalani, I'm sure he told the athletic director, I'm in, but I don't want it to get out. Like it needs to be kept under wraps. And the moment that it didn't, if you're reading it right, like the moment it didn't, that's what turned him off.
Yeah.
So it was like important to keep in house one way or another. And it's like, it's probably a little mistrust right off the bat, right?
Especially,
of like, okay,
especially Penn State.
who can I not trust here?
So
That's
like,
right.
Damn. There it is. Kind of sounds like we got two powerhouses in the state of Utah right now. It's crazy.
Yeah. I just feel like all
Raise all ships.
High tides. High tides raise all ships or something. Raise all boats or something like that. If there's more colleges coming into the state of Utah to recruit, I think our high school development will only get
pretty
better.
good right now too.
And if that only gets better, then yeah. And there's still a ton of kids. I've watched a decent amount of high school football the last 5 years. There's a lot of kids. I'm like, man, they look better than like the typical like Mountain West kids we see coming here a lot. It's like, why don't they get a shot? You know, I still think it's underdeveloped as a state. Like there's still a lot of talent.
Yeah.
Just no one ever sees like that could be useful at a Mountain West conference level, if not higher. So I don't know. It's come a long way. Hey, we got an update in
It's a little tough right now.
lawn care on the Discord. Ooh, Andy, this is yesterday in the Discord on the lawn care, bush care. It says drip line question. Replaced the solenoid, but the drip line is only working manually. Or if I have the bleeders valve open. We get somebody into the... Who can answer that?
Yeah. That is not a itty-bitty question.
Can we tell them?
Yep,
We'll get somebody on it to see what we can find out for you. I love that though. I mean, that's how Discord's supposed to be. You know, you come in here with a question.
How can people join the Discord, DV?
We'll drop the Discord link in the comments.
And if you know the answer
We'll
to
drop
Andy's
it in
question,
the comments. Come join the Discord. Yeah, so they're great. You should come join the Discord and answer Andy's question if you know it. Andy asked, drip line question. Replace the solenoid, but the drip line is only working manually. Or if I have the bleeder valve open. So if you know the answer to that, feel free to hop in.
more of a statement than a question.
Does Sal know the answer to that? No, I think he's asking
He has the
like,
bleeder
how
open?
can it work if he has the bleeder valve closed
Okay.
without it having to be manual?
Yeah.
I don't know what a bleeder valve is. I haven't done too many drip lines yet. It's on the list. To put a bow on the damp thing. I think realistically 4 is kind of where he maxes out. Unless he wins the conference and wins a playoff game, I think then we can start talking, because he'll have the stats to pass up a lot of guys if he improves on his numbers from last year.
True.
He could pass a lot of guys with just his stats. But then you get the resume with the championships and a bowl game, a playoff game. That's another thing. I mean, Patrick Shelta in the comments, he's a good follow for Utah fans. 100 Things Utah. He said your top 2, Alex and Brian, led teams to top 5 seasons and were offensive player of the year in those years. I would not put a college football playoff berth on equal footing with those 2 feats, especially with no league title. And Cam has 2 league titles that would have been in the conference or college football playoffs if it was an expanded field. He has Devin's ceiling at 4 as well. But yeah, no. So like we're debating 2 years versus 4 years versus 1 year. Now we're debating BCS, college football playoff, expanded college football playoff.
No
like
one
what
knows.
matters
Yeah.
most? It's just like it's so hard to.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be
That's why you gotta leave it broad.
64
and open.
teams soon, so
Don't get too emotional about it.
hopefully we'll be in it.
Yeah, sucks. Oh, Andy's writing back. He's typing.
On the Discord?
Andy's typing.
There he is.
Hey, thank you for saying. Was able to figure it out. Didn't realize my backyard box had the same wire as the front yard box. Somehow the wire came loose from another and lost signal from. Oh, interesting. All right, well, good. Glad Andy asked the question but figured it out and gave the answer. All within 5 minutes. That was great. That's how Discord's supposed to work. That's the community we're building. Come in, ask lawn care questions, post your food, and maybe give us a pick. I mentioned Drake's album drop. So imagine this, bro. Like, just imagine this. You're at a museum, right? Maybe an art gallery. Imagine you're at an art gallery. Turn the corner, you see a piece of art you really like. You're sitting there in silence, not talking to anyone. You're by yourself.
Okay.
And you're admiring that piece of art. You're thinking to yourself, that's a nice piece of art. Whatever floats your boat there. I don't know what floats your boat. But you're thinking, that's so nice. Like, I love that piece of art. You turn your back. Maybe you go to, like, text your wife, like, a picture of the art. Like, this is amazing art. Someone comes up to you in the museum and is like, without asking, just is like, that piece of art sucks. What would your response to that be? You'd be like,
Yeah.
bro, I didn't ask if you thought that
Go
piece
back
of
to your
art sucked.
shanties.
I like that piece of art.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotten into a weird. This is weird rant about the Disney World and people's lack of awareness. Just brought so. One of my favorite things in the world is when new music that I'm interested gets released, and that first hour or 2 hours is magical. Everyone's talking about it on Twitter, on social media. You got group text messages going off about it. And what I love about those moments is they're fleeting. Like, an artist that you love only releases a handful of albums in his entire career. So you only get a chance at nights like that a handful of times. And they come once every few years, right? So it's like a special night. And so Thursday night comes around, Drake's album, and and it releases at 10 o'clock. Another reason that the Mountain Time Zone is goated. The albums get released at midnight Friday morning on the East Coast, which is 10 p.m. on Thursday for us. It's perfect to listen to the album right before bed. It's perfect. So I'm setting up right before 10. I'm setting up my whole situation, right? I want to be in a comfy spot, place I like, things I like to be doing, whatever, enjoying myself. And I'm gonna listen to this album. I'm gonna text about it. I'm gonna tweet about it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna enjoy the album. All right.
Beach me, baby. Call my phone and say you need me, baby.
It's a rare opportunity to have these moments, and I enjoy the moment, right? And 10:05 comes around, 5 minutes past, and the albums are on Apple Music. This is a whole nother tangent.
Yeah.
Right? Me and you are Apple Music guys. The albums are on Apple Music, but I can't play the album. It will not let me play the album. Everyone in the entire world is listening to the fucking album and tweeting about it and texting about it. And I'm sitting in my perfect spot on a type of night that I look forward to for years, and that I know you don't have many more opportunities of this in your lifetime. And Apple Music is shitting the bed. I reasonably, as an adult, because I like the moment, it's like a sporting event where you want to go on social media and just be involved with everyone else that's enjoying the moment too. I tweet out I might have to switch to Spotify. This is ridiculous. Apple Music didn't mention anything about Drake. Nothing about an album release. Nothing. Just upset that the Apple Music wasn't working for my
rightfully
night,
so
for myself. And I kid you not, three minutes after I hit send, I get a reply from a fucking dork. Drake sucks. It's like the guy at the art gallery, bro. The tweet that he responded to wasn't about Drake. No one asked what his opinion about was that Drake. I'm tweeting about something else, but even if I was tweeting about Drake, I'm enjoying the art that I like to enjoy. If you don't like Drake, that's fine. I don't care that you don't like Drake. You can think Drake sucks. But why are you just screaming in my ear at the art gallery when I'm enjoying a moment?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't like Drake, don't listen to Drake. I don't fucking care. But I didn't ask for your opinion. I didn't ask for anyone's opinion on how they feel about Drake. I said that. No one asked. And he's like, he's a pedophile. Again, no one asked. I didn't ask you what your moral high ground is on or isn't on Drake, or what your opinion of his music is or isn't. I enjoy it. I don't care if anyone else does. Takes me back. I enjoy it. We're having a Drizzy Drake summer. Feels like 2012, 2011 again. It's beautiful. You're on a public forum. I get that. I get when you put things on Twitter, people have the right to respond however they want. And I enjoy people that respond and interact. I have a million great interactions on Twitter. I love Twitter.
Yeah.
I was like, where have we gone in life? Where it was just so weird, bro. It's so weird. Drake sucks. It's if I was at an art museum enjoying a piece of art and you told me that piece of art sucked when I didn't ask anyone else what they thought and I was enjoying it, it would be really stupid of you to do that. But this is it's
crazy.
acceptable on social media. And it's why?
Yeah.
Trying to ruin my night. I get one of these nights.
Yeah.
This is a once in a lifetime type of night.
Yeah.
And you're trying to ruin it. Pisses me off, bro. People suck.
I kind of have a similar
bro.
story about that with Disney. It was our last night. We parked a blanket and our strollers in this one spot, 6 p.m. for the parade that comes by at 9, then the fireworks at 10, right? So we're trading off. People are going on a ride, hanging out with the kids, and so we're making sure we're there. We have our spot. We get back. It's 8:50. Parade starts at 9. Some mom and her 8-year-old kid moves our stroller back and sits on the curb. And we were kind of like, hey, like, our kids are going to be sitting here. And, like, a security guard was listening in to this. And I was kind of talking to her. And I was like, hey, we've been here, like, 4 hours. So, like, I'm not going to lose this spot. And she's like, well, it's a public park. So I was like, well, not necessarily. It's not like you just drive and walk in. Like, you have to still buy your way into the park.
Yeah.
And it was like next to this garbage can.
Right.
So she was like in front of the garbage can. So security came over. It's like, you can't sit in front of the garbage can. We need to access the garbage can. And so she like literally, moved the strollers. And we had this whole argument. And she was arguing with the security guard. This is a public park. I can sit wherever I want. And he's like, yeah, it's public, but like they own this now. Like they've been here. Their strollers, their blankets. Like I've seen them here. And so she argued with him for probably 5 minutes, and then she finally got
People
up and
are
left.
crazy, bro.
And like I feel like I want her kid to experience the parade and the fireworks and have a good view, but exactly.
But she's got to put in the work
Yeah.
that you put in
So-
to have that experience.
Yeah, people are insane. Maybe we're the crazy ones.
It's crazy, bro. That's probably the case. That is probably the case. And our minds are warped of years of social media, internet,
Yep.
phones at the fingertips, whatever it might be.
Yeah,
But it's just like, I don't know. Just like,
yeah.
be nice. Like, I don't know. Not, you don't have to ruin someone's night
Yeah.
at Disney or ruin someone's night
Yeah.
enjoying their music. Like, well, just let them have their moment. If you don't agree with something or like something, you don't have to share your opinion. You can express in other ways. Also, condolences. Not to bring it straight back to Drake, but condolences of not sharing your opinion. Condolences to everyone that jumped off the ship and went to like the Kendrick route, because I know it's just killing them right now because they can't publicly state how fire this album is. Condolences, sucks.
Yep.
I
I will say
never watched the
Kendrick
Super Bowl
probably
anthem.
won the battle, whatever. But I've stayed Drake. I don't listen to Kendrick. Drake's been, he's our high. We grew up with him, dude.
Yeah. I'm always going to be biased to Drake because he helped raise us through some of the funnest times in a young man's life. So obviously we're going to be partial to Drake, but like I don't think Kendrick won the battle. I really don't. His big claim, his biggest rap battle claim was that Drake's a pedophile, and there was zero evidence. Like that's like the lowest when you're trying to troll somebody or like argue with somebody. That's kind of like the lowest like form, low hanging fruit that you can grab is just like call somebody like a racist or pedophile. But you gotta like be able to like say like this is why. And there was nothing that ever came out to point. I'm still kind of waiting for like some accusation, somebody somewhere accusing Drake of like being a pedophile of some sort. But there's just nothing. It's like where did A minor like where? That's like that's the line from the rap battle. Like it was just made up. It's just made up.
Allegedly,
To our knowledge, to the public knowledge, there's been nothing. I've never seen anything publicly to suggest. Now, Dr. Dre.
People forget.
Yeah, he knocked up like a 14-year-old, bro. People forget. So that's weird. That's the weird part, right? Is like Dr. Dre is right behind Kendrick, and they throw out pedophile accusations. Bro, like if anyone's the pedophile, it's like the guy that knocked up the 14-year-old, right?
100%.
Isn't that weird? It's weird.
Love you, Drake.
Anyways, I know people don't tune in to hear our music opinions, but it's a Jersey Drake summer. I'm so excited. I'm so excited that we never switched up. We can enjoy the summer. It's gonna be a magical summer. Hope everyone joins in with us. But that's episode 55 of Tailgate Talk.
That's
Can't
wild.
believe it. 55 episodes.
Love you.
Exciting. It was great. Love you.
Go Jones!
Oh, it's nice.
That's it for this week's episode of Tailgate Talk. If you haven't already, like the video, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you never miss another tailgate. Join us on our Discord server. We're still kind of figuring it out, but it is a great time. I love it. It's a good community. This episode is brought to you by Redmond Relight. Please go to redmond.life and get yourself 20% off your first order by using the code TAILGATE20. More to come on that later. And as always, go Utes.